What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. Where we encourage us to live our life and encourage you to enjoy your life wherever you are. It is your life. Live it and live it well. Okay, so I want to share with us what I titled Fire of Love. So I'm still talking about love, how love is evil because love is of God and God is love. You know, it's not that maybe religious people take it and say, no, that's how they created love. Love is hate in disguise. Love comes to kill, love comes to steal, and love comes to destroy. You say it's not true, but look at your life. All the suffering you'll be having in this world is in the name of love. Even some of you are in a relationship or marriage that is killing you, but in the name of love, you stay in there. Sometimes it's called love of God. You call it as my love, I still feel I feel great, or I feel good for that bullshit. And you are suffering unnecessarily. The reason why someone like myself will come up telling you about this is because we have to fix our problem. I can't, after knowing the truth, I keep it to myself and shut up and say, let me just live my life. Because that's actually what our people are pushing those who are trying to wake them up to do. They want to leave us alone, leave us alone. No, I can't. We can't leave you alone because leaving you alone will keep our problem longer. We want to solve it. So it's better we provoke you than us perishing with you, with your nonsense, with your careless life. You don't care about factual truth. You don't care about common sense. You don't care about science. All you care about is faith, fear, hope, humility, God, Jesus, heaven, all that nonsense. So I think before I continue, now I mentioned heaven. Before I continue, I want to show us what God has or religion has done to our people, damage our brain. That our focus is to make heaven. Heaven we don't have address where it is. Nobody know the location of heaven. Yet everybody is talking about heaven. We are brought up with that nonsense. Yet nobody know where this heaven is. You say, where is heaven? They say, hey, there. Some say in your heart. Bullshit. The same nonsense they talk about God. Where is God you're talking about in heaven, in your heart? That's nonsense. So we are waking our people up. That's our mission. That's our purpose. Whatever you can call it opinion, you can call it propaganda, you can call it whatever, but trying to wake you up is not my opinion. It's normal, it's natural thing. The sun is up, but you are still sleeping. People will wake you up. It seems something is wrong with you. That's why you are sleeping. All of us, we are sleeping, and now the sun is up, the information is there, we are waking up, but you are still sleeping. And you want us with telling you wake up, you say, leave me alone, leave me alone. You're having good dreams, you are dreaming, you're having nightmares, and we want to wake you up to reality. You say, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. And you cram it with, with God. God's time is the best. God you have not seen, heaven you have not seen. So let me play this video for you to see how messed up we are as a people. Young people, elderly people, giving themselves to fairy tales, giving themselves to imaginary beings. See somebody saying, since I gave my life to Jesus. One of them from my town, said that to me yesterday. It's over 20 years I've gave my life to Jesus. I said, okay, I gave my life to Jesus like 1987. About around 1987, I took it back February 2028. So calculate it. Your own is 20, right? My own is was more than that. But I wake up. Wake up. Why are you you are proud of giving your life to God you have not seen, giving your life to Jesus you have not seen, or because you believe the lie that when you die, you will go to a better place. And you are not living in a better place now. The only place that exists that you are in, you condemn for a place that doesn't exist and you have not seen. It's time you wake up, my people. So let me play this video. You see how ridiculous it is. It is. You see, that's why white people sometimes when they look at us, they praise themselves. They say, "Yeah, we got them." Let them remain in that situation. Yeah, see these young people, especially young, beautiful girls, singing this, believing this nonsense. I unfriend them every time because those young girls that comes telling me, how do you say there is no God? Jesus is there. Just use yourself as an example. You are born in that religious family, believing in God, and you know what you have suffered in the name of love, like somebody took your virginity, right? Where was God? Where was Jesus when you lost your virginity? Where was God? Where was Jesus? You girls, you know you are no longer a virgin and you are not married yet, and you're talking about God and Jesus, how they love you, how they care about you. You were born in that religion. You grew up with that knowledge of belief in God. You believe there is God, right? You have such quack knowledge. Now, the day you lost your virginity, where was God? Where was Jesus? Where was the angel? Where was Mary? Virgin Maria there saw your Where was that Virgin Maria, that mother of God? God and his mother and his son, none of them help you that day. Maybe they drug you or maybe they touch you. Eh? You begin to feel, okay, I like it. And you know how your heart was pounding that. The blood, it was pumping really fast. If I do it, I may go to heaven, but it's sweet. How to do it? If it's sweet to you naturally, you know you need it. I will teach us again. I will keep saying that woman, you know, woman's vagina is the real heaven. That's why it's only men that will go to heaven. It's how they compose this Bible. Read their heaven. No woman in the Bible. Woman is a trophy for men. In heaven, it's only man because it's only penis that can enter vagina. Only men. Women don't have vagina. They don't go to heaven. They are the heaven. Heaven don't go to heaven. It is us that go to heaven. Men, heaven is for men. Understand that. But maybe one day I will spend time to, maybe that may be not the next one, but I will spend time to share about that more. So let's listen to this wasted generation by faith. Until I see my Jesus, you have no more. And G.O. will be there, only G.O. will be there. Choosing people will be there to have no more. Heaven at last is our portion. I have made up my mind to make heaven at last. Young people, they have not made up their mind to make this where they are living a better place. If you see the yard or the houses where they are living tattered, see the road they walk on, very bad. But they have made up their mind to make heaven at last. And he or she will keep praying, keep fasting, keep living holy, keep trying until he or she see his Jesus. Not his parents. I mean, not his ancestors. I want to see my Jesus. Jesus, you haven't seen before, but you say he's your Jesus. Look at that. Wasted generation by faith. Because they believe they don't care about themselves. I used to be like that. You need to see me when I was a Christian. I don't take care of myself. You see pimple all over my face. I don't wear nice clothes. I don't spend money buying nice things. I was spending money buying Christian books, buying Christian tapes, messages, gospel music, all that. That's where I was spending even the money I collected from people by begging. I invest it in those things because I want to make heaven at last and meet Jesus, only to find out Jesus never existed and that heaven does not exist. If heaven exists, you will know the address, you will know the location. And if Jesus exists, you will see Jesus now, not at last, not when you are dead. Jesus is not a spirit or a ghost that you shouldn't see now. Jesus saying he has bones and flesh like you. Read it. Luke chapter 24, 36 to 43. It's right there in your book. And First Peter chapter 1, verse 8 show you you have not seen Jesus and you cannot see Jesus now. You only believe and they love Jesus. What's up, how about? So yeah, man, the damage is too much, man. We're gradually coming out, waking up, and my expectation is that the woke nation does awaken Africans. We begin to take their places of power and begin to enact the changes we need. Begin to force it because let us understand this. They force this religion on us through war, and we must also destroy this religion by force through war. It's not something new. Yeah, so when we wake up, then we equip ourselves and do all that. Yeah, they kill us to force us to embrace it, and we will kill us to destroy it too. We are going to learn from China also. They make up God, angel, spirit, and cage our brain. Yes, everything we attribute to God, we haven't seen. Oh yeah, I'm a victim too, man. Praying morning and night. You need to see my family too. Oh no. I was it last time I was with my parents in our village, right? I was sitting in the living room, like watching, I think, TV or movie. So as usual, my parents will call everybody come for prayers. I say, no, you guys can go to the other room. Here, I'm watching this. I'm not going out. Not here. You're not praying here. They hang around. They go. Because that's me. I was out and I'm out. We have to solve our problem. There is no God coming to solve our problem. There's no Jesus coming to solve our problem. And there's no white people coming to solve our problem. If you expect UN, UK, America, or whatever, what organization to come and help you, they're gonna help you to favor themselves. If you will not favor them, remember I say, if it will not favor them, they will not help you. They will not. The little help they may give to you will bring huge profit to them, not you. And you will remain their slave because they're the one that came as your master and fight for you and gave you independence, right? So what are you saying? So, for example, those my brethren who are calling for Biafra and they hoping on the international world, all those nonsense. No, we must begin to wake up and rise up. We can use them only, but we are not dependent on them. We use our resources and bribe them. Maybe they give us weapons, give us support, so we fight and get our Biafra. But depending on them, never you try it. And stop building on people that failed. Ojuku failed. Those that fought for Biafra, they failed. So you're supposed to learn from their mistake, how they failed. So you become better than them. I said they failed doesn't mean, oh, they did nonsense no, they tried. Those enemies, got more support than them. So, but now you know that. Will you be like them? If you be like them, you will fall like them. So you learn from them and develop from there, do better. Even those who want Botojuku, they say all of them wish you succeed today. They don't wish you fail like them. No. So understand that and stop jumping into things without using your brain. It will help you if you learn how to think for yourself. Think whatever it is. There's no issue that will come up now. I be on the side of people that are just promoting what they don't have knowledge of. No, I use my intelligence. I'm a human being that have working brain. I'm intelligent being. There's no force that is greater than intelligence, like common sense. No force can beat common sense. With common sense, you will not be scammed. You will not be duped. You will not be led. You will live your life. Okay, so let me continue on in the fire of love because everywhere you see people talking about love, 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 happy birthday, love, 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 I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And people are singing it to the extent we think love is the main thing. Love is what we need. No, love is hate in disguise. In other words, love is hate. Those ones that say they love you because that you are benefiting them, stop benefiting them and see if they still love you. That's why you have disengagement. That's why you have divorce. That's why you have suffering. That's why you have fighting in relationships because love is a lie. Love is fake. Love is just uh, there's a way somebody said that yesterday. I read it. Love is like feel good expression somebody used. They just use it to just empty word. They use it to just get something or get your attention or that love, love. No, I don't love you. I care about you. I don't love myself. I care about myself because that's natural thing to do. So I live humanly. So let's talk about the fire of love, fire of God. Like this video show you, you see our people talking about their God being consuming fire and the fire of God. There is fire in my bone. They're going for evangelism, evangelism by fire. How many of you read that book by, is it Benny Hinn or Reinhard Bonnke? Evangelism by fire. I think it's right. But I bought it and I read it then. Evangelism by fire because I was an evangelist. So by fire I go, winning soul for the Lord. I'm gonna you see that small boy also that saying he don't care about school fees or whatever his father is doing since his father is a native doctor. He say he care only for the souls he's winning for the Lord. Since I started thinking for myself and researching, found out it's all lies, all of them, everything. Everything they taught us, everything, both in political, in society, and in religion, everything is lie. The things our parents taught us, the things our elders taught us, the things our people taught us, the things foreigners taught us, all of them are lies because they did not go to our originality. They only started in slavery. That's everything that comes from slavery or after slavery. All of them are lies. So we need to trash them. Well, that's why you see educated people, highly educated people, they still believe in God, they still worship Jesus, they still believe in heaven, they still believe in spirituality and all that bullshit. Things that can't give, that cannot put food on your table, you should trash it. What you need is something that can put food on your table, put clothes on your back, put roof on your head, things that just live your life. But see how we are living today, and we become victims in our world, victims to whatever. So anybody made something, we have to pay to use that thing. Instead of us maybe try to find out how to make our own. That's why you see people. I share also a video of my booster shot, and that guy I removed him from the Woke Nation group because he came there telling me that vaccine and Jesus is the same thing. Is this the type of people you want me to be in the same group with? People that believe that nonsense. Vaccine is just like every other medication you are taking. It's just like every other beverages you are taking. Whatever you're taking inside of you, are you the one that produced that? If you don't like the one, they make them produce your own. Why this nonsense? And you will come spreading such misinformation or such fear. I took it because I'm working in the healthcare facility. So I need it. I don't say you must take it. If you don't want to take it, okay, but you want to travel now, they say you need it. You'll be stupid to go and take it. So why are you traveling? Why are you doing business with them? They say you have to take it for you to walk. So if you don't want, don't take it. Then don't walk. Go back to your village. Will you do that? Nah. But you went. I don't know. I've done video about that, so I don't know how much you explain it to people. They say, somebody tell me one time, how can you be awakened like this and you still falling for this vaccine something? I don't waste time with such people. Vaccine. Let me show you medications I'm taking, even not vaccine. These are new. See? These are prescription, doctor's prescription, not over the counter. I had gout pain attack. 2 weeks ago. Boom, I call my doctor that I need it. Yeah, did I know what is that? Even some of them I Google their side effect, like this one. Um, yeah, this one is called prednisone. He said that it will make you diarrhea. You have a lot of side effects. So I try one and I had diarrhea. I say, for me to take this again, this particular one, I must be really, really in need of it. Now this one is like Percocet, right? So oxycodone and acetaminophen, and it's like cocaine, right? It's like very hard. So he say like I can only take it on like when that pain have defied other pain pills, then I can take this one. So it's called like steroid. I never take it, so I keep it for in case I have pain because I'm expecting it. So this one, like that one that I said about giving diarrhea is for the gout pain that's like arthritis. Now, Coach is saying I've been taking this one, this little one. I used to take it once in a day, but the doctor said I should increase it to twice in a day. So I don't feel that pain anymore. I am good, but I'm still taking this one and this um, indomethacin. Now, this indomethacin, I'm the one that actually asked the doctor to prescribe it for me because last time I took it, it just made the gout pain leave. But I found that it's no longer like the old one. This one is light green. That one was a thick green, like the green was so thick. So when I said doctor shake his head, so in other words, I mean, it's not active as it used to be before. And they say we call it ogu okay back when they say we use it to kill rats, indomethacin or whatever. But it used to. But I've been drinking this one, not feeling the effect as the when I took it last time. So, so what are in these medications I'm taking? I don't know. But the doctor said, okay, if I take it, it will help me. That's why I'm taking them. They have side effects. The side effects will not stop me from taking them if they will help me. Like when you have malaria back home, they give you that one that scratches you. What did they used to call it again? So because of that scratch, I keep taking it because I don't want malaria. It's better it scratch me for that 2 days or 3 days than me having malaria thinking I will die the next minute. Do you get that? Okay, when I take this shot now, I took today, I did blood work this morning before going for that, because my doctor required blood work to know my system. Now, the lady there is my Igbo tribe nurse, right? Or assistant nursing practitioner. That's like assistant doctor, almost a doctor. So she say, what of shot? I say, no, I will never take that one, no matter what anybody thought. He say, no, you have to take it. In New Jersey, say it's a law in New Jersey. You must. They say if you don't take it, you have to get doctor's report. Yeah, I say for that one, I will go doctor's report. Why? Because each time I take the flu shot, I get sick. 3 years in a straight. Anytime I take the flu shot, I get sick. I said I will never take it again because it's not my body is not reacting good to that. Now the lady that did this blood work, I came in, she was sick. I said because it's at the same hospital where I work. I said, why are you sick? He said, yeah, I took flu vaccine. I said, I will never take that one because I've found out it's not good for me. So I'm not taking it. I said, but you're supposed to call out other, some people, they sick, they still go to work because they don't want to do that. I said, what if you fall down and die now? The work will continue. For 2 weeks now, I have not gone to work. Mm-mm. I call out. So I got doctor's note to give to them on Monday. That's if I don't go and ask the doctor to extend it, then and before I resume work, I will go to a floor where they will clear me. So okay, now you can go back to work. It is the system. It's working. Yes, you are in the system, but you also have your brain. Think for yourself. Many of you, you claim you are thinking for yourself. You're not. I'm a free thinker. No, you are living in fear. You can't be a free thinker and while you are living in fear, you say you are a free thinker. You are a fear monger. Wake up for fire of God. No make una no provoke me to anger, because anger is fire, and that's fire of God. Stupid God. But fire of God. For those of you that say that God is love and that God loves people, I want to use the Bible again. So we come to Bible story to show you how stupid, how wicked God is. And such God can never love people, can never love you. It's a lie for you to believe that God loves you. God don't love you. God don't love you. And you say God loves you, it means God hates you, because love is hate. But let me start with Sodom and Gomorrah. How many of you have not heard the story of Sodom and Gomorrah? That's another thing they used to preach against people committing sin, especially when it comes to homosexuality. They tell you that God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because of homosexuality. It's a lie. It's not only because of homosexuality that God destroyed them. If you believe that, when he said people will go to hell, is it only homosexuals? No. He said those who live, the cowards. He said the cowards outside, they will be thrown in hell. Cowards, harlots, wicked people, people that commit sin, people that did not believe in Jesus, they will go to hell whether they are gay or not. So, but sometimes people pick this story of Sodom and Gomorrah as if their only sin was homosexuality. No, they were just living like you, the way you are living today. But people that gave you these things in the Bible, yeah, that's how they were living. They're the one that brought homosexuality to Africa. Africans weren't practicing homosexuality. No, we were practicing polygyny. Polygyny, that's what we were practicing. One man, multiple women, or multiple wives. And it's called family structure. It's not marriage. Okay? Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah. Let's start with Genesis chapter 19. Genesis chapter 19. Oh, yeah, Genesis chapter 19 from 4 to 5. It says, now before they lay down, talking about the angels and the men, the angels that are Lot, and his family welcome. He said, the men of the city, the men of Sodom, both old and young, all the people from every quarter surrounding the house, and they called to Lot and said to him, where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us, that we may know them carnally. So that they want to have sex with those angels, right? Then verse 24 to 25. So because they did that, let us see God's reaction. Then the Lord rained brimstone and fire on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. So God overthrew those cities, all the plain, all the inhabitants of the cities, and what grew on the ground. Oh, this God is wicked. Few people will commit something, then he will punish the whole people. One person will commit something, he will punish the whole people. But they're supposed to understand how they coded this. That's what they used to deceive you. They tell you they kill your ancestors because they were worshiping idol. They tell you all those lies. They call the dog a bad name to kill the dog. You said that some men from Sodom, not men from Sodom and Gomorrah, men from Sodom only, they surrounded the house and said, bring the angels that we may sleep with them. They didn't say, we're going to sleep with you or our neighbor. No, he said, bring angels. Angels, they come from heaven. So why can't angel come out and show them they are angel? But you know, it's a fairy tale. They wrote to conceal the truth, what they actually did to us. Now, because of this, they say God rained down brimstone and fire from heaven and overthrew the cities and every people around, even the grass, everything. Did the grass also committed the same sin? Did the grass commit homosexuality also? Or the grass say, ah, let's go and fuck those angels too? And why you say those men? No, maybe they see those men and they dress like women. When they dress with those long gown angels, you never see the picture of angels. They don't dress like men, like with trousers and all. No, they were wearing gown. But maybe they mistake them to be women. But they tell you it's men. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. So this is God you're talking about. Because people want to have sex, whatever your that says. Now, instead of him to fix them, this God cannot fix the people. Rather, he consumed them with fire. And many people are living in that fear of that God, saying that that God is a consuming fire. That God is useless. You're not supposed to worship such God. You're not supposed to fear such God. Remember, if you say you believe in that God and you are living in that fear, any day you make mistake, the same thing will happen to you. That's why they tell you that that 10 commandments they gave to you, if they keep 9 and fail in one, you fail all of them. What type of nonsense is that? You mean I'm struggling, hustling to keep the 10 commandments? I kept 9 and I fell only in one. Then you will condemn me as somebody that didn't even try to keep one. Huh? Can't you see that this thing is a scam? Wake up, my people, and trust God. And you Africans who are using Sodom and Gomorrah as an example, don't you know you are that Sodom and Gomorrah? They brought down that fire of slavery on you and consume you. Consume your everything, even things that grow in your land. They consume everything, they take over your land. Like, let's see how they put it in Jude chapter 1. It's only one chapter. So Jude 1, 6 and 7. Hear what it says about that. It said, and the angels who did not keep their proper domain, but left their home, their own abode, he has reserved in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day. This God is wicked. Angels who did not keep their proper domain. That's maybe referring to those angels who came and they sleep with daughters of men and they give birth to giants. Maybe because these angels is not talking about Satan. Satan is not kept in any chain. Devil, demons, they are not kept in any chain. They are still walking around and the church is keep binding them and casting them out. Say the angels, he made them. They are his servants. They did not keep their proper place, domain. He left. He has reserved in everlasting chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day, as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities around them in a similar manner to these, having given themselves over to sexual immorality and gone after strange flesh, are set forth as an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. The fire of God is eternal fire. Fire of his vengeance. Fire of his anger. This is the God they want you to fear. This is the God they want you to worship. This is the God they want you to believe loves you. This is the God they want you to believe cares about you or cares about people. This is the God you are hating and killing your brethren or people like you for. This is the God. Now, he started with fire, right? There's this also story I want to I say, let me just put this one in there because when I think about the fire of God, having the knowledge of the Bible, that one also come up. It is called strange fire. Numbers chapter 3. Let's see how God deal with his priests. See how he dealt with his angels? Now look at his priests. Numbers chapter 4, verse 5. No, Numbers chapter 3, sorry. Numbers chapter 3, verse 4. He said, Nadab and Abihu had died before the Lord when they offered profane fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. So Eleazar and Ithamar ministers as priests in the presence of Aaron their father. Let me read it with King James Version. That's where you will see the word strange fire I'm talking about. He said, and Nadab and Abihu died before the Lord when they offered strange fire before the Lord, because God is jealous. He's the one that commanded it to offer burnt sacrifice and all that. But they do it maybe not the way he like it. It becomes strange fire. Then he killed them. They had no children. He killed them. They are children of Aaron, sons of Aaron. But he killed them. And Aaron says, a good thing, okay, they disobey God, God killed them. Then his other two sons, Eleazar and Ithamar, take their place. They offered strange fire. Thought you like fire, fire. Okay, now you are ministers, you are priests, those you consecrated unto yourself. They offer it, but you don't like, instead of you correcting them, instead of you saying, no, I suspend you for so time. You kill them, they die without having children. Maybe because they have hope of having children, they're married, but now they died. Their wife now become widows, no children. That is God. I think chapter 11 too, Numbers chapter 11. Chapter 11 verse 1. He said, when the people complained, it displeased the Lord, and the Lord had it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Lord burnt among them and consumed them there that were in the uttermost part of the camp. His priests offered strange fire. He killed them. Now people complained. People express their unpleasantness or their what they're passing through, their suffering. See this God, this God, this God, why? People complain and it displeases him. He's supposed to be almighty. He's not supposed to be like people. You know how you feel when people criticize you, when people complain. God feels the same way to show you that God is a man. God is not a spirit. God is not almighty. God is not immortal. I hear when some people call themselves mortals. How dare you, mortal? Yeah. You are mortal. God is immortal. It's mortal that tell you about God that is immortal. You have not seen that God that is immortal. And you as mortal, repeating the same nonsense to me, alleging that or claiming that I am mortal. I am not mortal. I am not mortal. I'm not immortal. I am human being. When people complain, the people of God, people he chose, people he killed other people to possess. Now, when they complain, it displeased him. Now, instead of him to correct them, he killed them. He sent fire, fire consumed them. Fire consumed his people. All these things written for you to continue believing. If you don't believe, his fire will burn you. His fire will burn you. You have to do what is written. You slaves, all this is written, is the word of God. You have to do it. If you don't do it, the fire of God will consume you. Some of them telling you, to stop saying there is no God. They are saying that because they have fear, hellfire. You'll be born in hell. That is God. Let me show you another one. 2 Kings Oh man, you know the story of if I be a man of God. Anytime I say this, I remember Idahosa. He used to preach from here. Anytime we go for the ministers' conference, he always preach from there. If I be a man of God, let fire come down. Idahosa, I miss him though. I used to follow him a lot. 2 Kings chapter 1, 9 and 11. Hear this story of Elijah, 9 and 11. He said, Then the king sent unto him, Elijah, a captain of 50 with his 50. That's 51 people. And he went up to him just to come, please come. King is calling you, come. King want to speak with you, Let us solve this problem. Our people are suffering, our people are dying. And behold, Elijah sat on the top of an hill, and he spake unto him, Thou man of God, you see, respect him. You man of God, you are anointed man of God. Man of God, the king has said, Come down. Let me put it in New King James Version. Oh, he said, he spoke to him, Man of God, the king has said, Come down. So Elijah asked and answered and said to the captain of 50, If I am a man of God, then let fire come down from heaven and consume you and your 50 men. And fire came down from heaven and consumed him and his 50. The military men went. Their captain asked the man of God, Come down now. What are you doing in the hill? Come, the king wants you. The king wants to speak with you. The king didn't say he wants to kill you. No, come down. Say, if I am a man of God, let fire come down from heaven and consume you and your 50, your battalion or whatever, in the military time. And fire, actually, according to the story, came from heaven and consumed them. That's the fire of love. Fire of love have been consuming many people today. See how we are suffering today. It is because of the fire of love. Our people so much love God that they don't care about their well-being. They so much love God in heaven and they want to make heaven. They don't care about their place. They only talk about their freedom, but they're not willing to do what it takes to get that freedom because they believe God is working with them. God will make a way for them. So let them keep speaking. God will touch or send some angels to fight for them and give them freedom. Elijah, the man of God, that's supposed to have compassion. Now pray to God that's supposed to be God of love in heaven. Heaven's supposed to be a pleasant place. Say, let fire come down and consume you and your battalion. It came and consumed them. Consume the whole group. And the king sent again. The same thing happened. I think he sent 3 times. The same result, the same thing keep happening. When I tell you that godly people are wicked, you don't want to think. Good people are evil. You don't want to think. You see, even like if somebody claim to be awakened or woke, but when I read their stuff and see how they still talk about love, being good, all that, I say, okay, nobody forced me. So with time, because even today, I saw my old post when I used to say that, we are born to serve and live. No. So, but I grew. So we grew in knowledge. That's what makes us the work. We grow in. We're not like religious people that are caged in a spot. No truth is permanent. So when you find out the truth, the facts about the truth, you drop the one that is not the real truth and go the one that is based go with the one that is based on facts. So I drop that. I know that we are not born to serve. The idea of serve or serving others is slavery. We are not born to serve, we are born to live. And how can we live? We live by exploring. And when we explore life or explore things and get knowledge about it, we enjoy. It's common sense. Okay? So that's God for you. And that's God through his prophet, right? Then let me show you a place in Revelation. Some of you have not read this, but I know even when I was a kid, I used to preach from this place because that's one of my where I believe like if they are coming against me, it will not touch me. Fire will come from heaven and burn them. But I was not praying like Holy Ghost fire consume. I never prayed Holy Ghost fire when I was a Christian. It's almost when I was about to depart Christianity, they brought that Holy Ghost fire. But if it were like when I was in the middle of it, I would say no, it's not in the Bible. I'm not doing that, and I never did that. Winners weren't doing that, but they are doing that now. Because when something comes out newly, they fight against it. But if they see people are going after it, so to keep the crowd and the money coming, they switch. Of course, it's common sense thing to do. Revelation 20, verse 7 to 10. He said, now, when the 1,000 years have expired, Satan will be released. You see, this God, why can't he just kill Satan? He keep using Satan. He keep playing with Satan. He keep playing game with Satan. Playing politics with people's life with Satan. Can't you see that it's because Satan and God are one? They are the same person playing different characters. Have you watched Coming to America? Part 1, especially part 1. You see, what is his name again? The main actor there. Oh man, Eddie Murphy. You see him, he played different characters there. So you see in movies, one person can play different characters. That's why you have one God, three three heads. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, Satan, demon, all of them is one character, one person, one character, playing the whole thing. God is the Satan, God is devil, God is demon, God is Jesus, God is Allah, God is all those characters. Now, when the 1,000 years have expired, Satan will be released from his prison and will go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth. God will be watching him doing that. Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, whose number is as the sand of the sea. They went up on the breadth of the earth and surrounded the camp of the saints and the beloved city. Here he comes. He says, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. Then verse 10, the devil who deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone where the beast and the false prophets are. And they will be tormented day and night forever and ever. You see there? That's where you see us talking about fire of God coming, fire of love. God you say, is love. He got this fire, consuming people, consuming things that is supposed to um, control. Now, fire sparked by God's anger. That's what sparks God's fire, anger. He got angry. See, people complain in Numbers chapter 11, verse 1. Boom, he sent fire and consumed them. His anger. And remember what they say in the Bible, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 9. If you read it, we agree with me that God is a fool. Because I say that anger rests in the bosom of fools. The anger that will anger you to the extent you send fire or you send something to consume people or to kill people or you use gun, that means you are a fool. You say anger rests in the bosom of fools. So according to Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 9, God is a fool. God is a fool. So I don't hang with a fool. God is a fool. That's why I don't believe in God. God is a fool. Okay. So Deuteronomy 32. Anger is what sparked God's anger. God's fire. When fire spark, God is angry. That's what it calls 32 of Deuteronomy 32, verse 22. 32:22 of Deuteronomy. Say, for a fire is kindled in my anger, that's God, and shall burn to the lowest hell. It shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. Fire sparked by God's anger. Destruction sparked by God's anger. Because that God have anger problem. He's a fool. Jehovah is a fool. Yahweh is a fool. Allah is a fool. Jesus is a fool. All of them, when they get angry, they spark the fire. They want to consume, they want to kill. And that is what they use to make you believe them. Let's see 2 Peter. They use these things to keep you believing. They will consume you if you don't do this. Okay, let me do it, please. I don't want to die. No, let them kill you. Let them kill me. Death is not a bad thing. You're supposed to desire to die. It's a good thing. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. He said, but the heavens and the earth which are now, this heaven, and this heaven, they tell you heaven. That's heaven and earth, they tell you God created. He said that they are preserved now by the same word, by the word. It's a lie. He said they are reserved for fire. This heaven and earth is reserved for fire until the day of judgment and perdition of the ungodly men. See, that's where they get you. They tell you judgment day is coming, end time, last day, last day. God will judge you. Fire will come down and burn you. So now I am saved. I believe in Jesus. Fire will not burn me. It will burn all of you, not me. The heaven and earth now says preserved by the word is not true. This earth is not preserved by the word. It is people. It is natural things that preserve. It preserves itself. This world is not coming to an end. You are not the one that created it. It's not a creation. It's right there. Say what it is. It is what it is. Just like you. Verse 11. The same 2 Peter chapter 3. He said, therefore, since all these things will be dissolved, this is in the mind of every believer. Those that believe in God, they believe this world will be dissolved, will be destroyed. Like Jehovah's Witnesses will tell you, they will be annihilated. But we will retain the kingdom. We are the kingdom people. He says, since all these things, they say it will dissolve, why people keep developing? It's not dissolving anything. It keep evolving. It keep changing. It keep improving. It will be dissolved. He said, what manner of persons ought you to be in holy conduct and godliness? That's how they get people to claim that I'm holy. Having holy conduct and godliness. Looking for and hastening the coming of the day of God, because of which the heavens will be dissolved, being on fire, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. I am holy. I am godly. Because you have fear. This world will be destroyed with fire. Fire will burn them. Okay, I am living now in holy conduct and godliness. I don't want to be consumed with the ungodly man. I want to be holy and the godly, so I will be with God. When he'll be destroying other people, you will be with him forever in heaven. This is why they believe this world will be dissolved. So why are they trying to invent anything or innovate anything? So they don't care. All they care about is to make money, eat, and die. Go to heaven. And they don't want to even die to go to that heaven. You see them going to hospital, Some of them, they put them on life support. No, you're not dying. No, 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 no. You see them going for treatment to stay alive. You see them afraid of oncoming vehicle hitting them. Go and die. You see storm coming, you're running away. You don't want to die. Somebody's coming to kill you. You're calling police. This is why they tell you this world will be dissolved, and you believe them. They tell you this world will end, you believe them. Now you are living in holy conduct and godliness based on what they wrote for you. They are the one that gave you that manual, the commandments, telling you they are the commandments of God, they are words of God. God you have not seen, but you are living in the fear of this God. And this is why you keep believing. Fire will consume the world. I will be with God. When I live godly life, when I live holy life, yes, I will be with God when God will be consuming my people that don't believe what I believe. Isaiah. Isaiah 66:15. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. He said, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots, not car, not private jets. And this is the God you still believe in. This is the God you worship. The God that will come with fire and with his chariots. You remember chariots of fire? Like the one that took Elijah to heaven without death, right? Yeah. Like a wide wind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Fire of love. That is the God. Fire of love, fire of God. To destroy, not to make things well, okay, let me refine you people. Now you're corroded or you're corrupt. Okay, let me refine you, let me, fix you. He can't do that. He's coming to destroy. He's coming to burn you. And when people hear that, imagine as a child, that's how you were brought up, believing that. You living in that fear, you grow up into adulthood. Now you can say nobody forced you. No, you were forced with the threat of hell. If you don't believe, God will curse you, God will do this, God will punish you, judgment day, all that. That's why you still believe. But the day you will defeat this fear, you will trash God. He will just leave you alone. You will not struggle. Like the day I stopped smoking and drinking, I did not struggle. I used to smoke, I think it was 1993. That's when I stopped smoking and drinking. And that's why last year and this year I smoked to show you I used to do all that. I'm still here, I smoke weed. But you see, you see why when you want to leave that religion, it's hard for you to leave it. It's all that threat of fire, hellfire, punishment of God, judgment of God, curse of God, all that. From childhood, you grew up with them. It's not something you will just live overnight like that. It's not something you decided. I stopped smoking and drinking alcohol like that because my parents didn't brought me up in alcohol, cigarette smoking. I started it when I was like 14 or 15 years. So when time for drop it, I drop it easy like that. It was easy for me to stop them. And coupled with my zeal, zeal in the God called me. That's it. So that's what also it's like when a man say that he don't want to have sex. If man say that it's a lie, he will have sex. But if that man engage in spiritual activities like praying and fasting, doing that, see, yeah, he will stay away. But anytime he stop that, boom, he will get erection. I want to fuck. That's why you see pastors fucking people in the church. Because so long distract yourself from reality to religion. So now your attention is no longer on the natural thing. It's now on things that doesn't matter. Imaginary things, fiction and all that. Imaginary world, you're talking about heaven. That's why you begin to see visions, dreams, about that thing you believe. But the day you drop them, you will go back to nature. Yeah, you want to fuck because that's natural thing to do. You can pray all you want. You can stay on the mountain all you want. When you come down to the mountain, yeah, you need to fuck. Hmm. Fire of love, fire of God is consuming those who fear God. It cannot consume somebody like me. If you don't fear God, the fire of God will not consume you. Hellfire is for people who believe in God, people who belong to any religion. That's who hellfire is for. Hellfire is not for human beings, it's for sheep. It's for believers, worshippers of God. That's who hellfire is meant for. Not for me. I am not ungodly. I am not unrighteous. I am not spiritual. I am not religious. I am a human being. We don't live in hellfire. We don't live in fire. No. We live on earth. That's my home. That's my eternal home. I'm not living it. Nobody can evict me from this earth. It's impossible. I am earthly. Everything about me is earthly. Both my mind, everything about me is earthly. I'm not spiritual. Hear this again. Fire of love is consuming those who fear God. Those who have hope of salvation. They are the one the fire of God is consuming. They have that fear and it's tormenting them. Those who have hope of salvation and those who have faith in God or Jesus, they are the one that the fire of God is consuming. If you make any mistake, that fire is coming. If you provoke that God, I've shown you. Numbers 11:1. Because they complain, he's choosing people. He's sent fire and consumed them. And that's why you Christians are living in fear. That's why you Muslims are living in fear. That's why you Jews are living in fear of that God. You don't want him to consume you. So you have to keep the book, not use your brain. That's why you see believers believe the lie that love is the greatest. The book said that. These three things, the last, faith, hope, and the love. And the greatest is love. No. Love makes you a good slave. It's love that teaches you to love your enemies. No. It's evil for you to love your enemies. You're supposed to kill your enemies, not love them. They tell you love is the greatest. I love you, I love you. They get you. They love you, they get you. Oh, that person said that love is a lip service. Yeah, I remember that word now. Lip service. I love you, baby. You are the best. I never seen anyone like you before. Oh, your voice turns me. Oh, everything about you is good. She's wet. She get wet, right? Then you come close. Yeah. Uh, she open up. Okay, now turn off the light. Then you fuck. It started with love. I lost my virginity. It started with love. I can't see my period. It started with love. Where is my money? It started with love. He scammed me. It started with love. Love is evil. But they have brainwashed us so deep that it's hard for average person to agree with that love is evil. No, it's not. Love is good. You have to show love. You know? He say you have to show love. So show. It's a show. I don't need to show love. I don't need to show who I am. You see me. That's me. Show love. I don't know. We do care. We don't show love. Love is evil. With love, you deceive people. You see, like politicians love you, right? They see how they campaign and show they love you. They will do this. Okay. Then you put them there. The next 4 years, you keep crying, complaining. They're living well, sending their kids abroad, driving nice cars, showing the pictures, and you saying, "Yeah, God bless you. God will remember me." God say, "God is good." Yeah, God bless that politician. You bless me also. Quench that fire of love today. Quench that fire of God today. You can only quench that fire through the knowledge of factual truth. You have heard that saying, love is blind. It's true. Love is ignorant. Love is blind. And that's what love blinds you. You can't see yourself. You can't see your truth. You can't see what matters when you love. Love is blind. Remember Adam and Eve. God is love. Love is of God. So long Adam and Eve are in the state of God, they are ignorant of themselves. They are blind. They were living in the love of God. They were blind. But the day they encountered knowledge, when the wise ones showed them, you don't need faith, you don't need hope, you don't need love, you need knowledge. They tested that knowledge, their eyes open. Read it. Genesis chapter 3, 1 to 7. They found out they are naked. God never showed that to them. Love never showed them that they're naked. But knowledge showed them. They don't need anyone to tell them they were naked. They ate the knowledge, the tree or the fruit of knowledge. Oh, I'm naked. Cover it. God created you without knowledge. The wise one like me, the serpent, gives you an idea for knowledge. So you go after knowledge. Then you decide. The serpent did not tell Adam and Eve, see, you are naked. No, no. According to the story, they ate the fruit, their eyes opened. I can see. I thought this was black before. Oh, it's white color. Oh, I thought this was nothing before. Okay, something now. Their eyes open through knowledge. That's the only way you can quench the fire of love, the fire of God that deceives, that consumes you. It's time you quench that fire of love today. Love, which is God, will keep you ignorant. Don't live and die ignorant. I am begging you, I am pleading with you. Don't live and die ignorant. Go after knowledge. Dare to know. Fact is not an opinion. Fact is not a belief. Fact is not faith. Fact reveals the truth about everything. It doesn't matter what that is. Whether it's visible or invisible, fact will reveal its truth to you. Go after fact. Demand for proofs, not persuasion, not conviction. I am not convinced. Convince me. Every time they tell me, I say, how can I convince you when you're already convinced? You're already convinced to believe there is God. So you don't need conviction. You need knowledge. You have been converted. I'm not here to convert you. I'm here to revert you. I'm persuaded. So you have been lied to. So I'm here to help you to stop living in that lie. Trash that lie. Don't be persuaded. Be human. Be sensible. Be reasonable. Use your head. Think for yourself. I don't say if you don't feel good about it. No. Even if you feel good about it, don't take it. No. Find the truth. Go for the fact, not by faith. Don't live by faith. The slave masters want the slaves to live by faith that one day they will get their freedom. That one day will not come because we worked for him until death in hope of freedom, in hope of salvation that will never come. That's why you need to trash religion, trash God. Don't love, care. Please don't live and die ignorant. I am begging you. I said that, and let me say it again. I don't love. I live humanly. There's no force greater than nature. And humanity is my nature, it's our nature. Live humanly, and you will see that life is great. Life is not good. Life is great. We are not good. We are great. And we are here to live humanly. I encourage you and welcome you. Gordon